you very much for agreeing to come on this session and enlighten us on the aspects of product management. So, product management is one of the most uh, you know people want to get into this role. I'm not aware of the exact reason why they pay you well. There's a huge demand of product managers. There are a couple more reasons. Let us start with what you do currently, and then we'll start from the beginning, from your background maybe.
So, first of all, I'll start with my journey. I'll tell you about my academic background and all. So, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a BTech Computer Science graduate from Lakshmi Nivas Mittal Institute of Information Technology, LNMIT Jaipur, 2017 batch. I've done engineering in computer science. After that, I have worked with Tata Consultancy Services. I have worked with Infosys as associate consultant in the product. I work with some telecom products like Exotel in Bangalore, and currently I'm working with Times Internet, Noida, as product manager. So this is my all about the academic career as of now. And in my session, in my 1 hour session, I will be telling you about what does the product management means and what does a product manager do, what's the life of the product manager, and what basically is a product manager. And apart from that, I will be telling you some of the live examples of some of the products like Tata 1mg and Zomato. So I will be explaining you these two products and how the product managers helps in making the user journey in these two products. So should I start with my content and all, or anything like you want to moderate?
Great. No, no. First of all, thank you very much for telling us how you want to take over the session. If I'm good with if you want to start directly, but let us first uh, talk a little about the basics of product management. So can you briefly, or if you want to uh, show it by presentation, that is fine as well. Can you tell us very briefly about what exactly is product management? And yes, what exactly is product management?
See, so basically, if you talk about the product management, so basically, the product management is basically when you have a tech team in your organization, you have the UI UX team in your organization, you have a business development team in your organization. So you need someone who can manage all these three teams, and that where the need of the product manager comes. So product management is basically how your product will look like once it goes to the user. So, the product manager always thinks from the user perspective. For example, if I am using Zomato app, so the product manager will think how the user of the product, how the user of the Zomato will use the Zomato app, how it will use the Uber app, Tata 1mg app. So you have seen after the Geo era in the 2000s, after the 2016, you would have seen many products in the Indian market, not only in the Indian market but in the international market also. Every sector is having their own products. If you talk about the fintech industry, you have many products like Zerodha is there, Echo is there. If you talk about the food tech, you have Zomato and Swiggy leading the marketplace. If you talk about any sector, education sector, you have Vedantu, you have Upgrade. So every sector is having their own products, and that where the need of the product management comes. If you we need a good product manager who can manage these products. So this is the product management in a nutshell.
Well, thank you very much for giving us the definition, uh, the understanding. Please take over the presentation. Please take over the session.
So we'll start with the question like what exactly does a product manager do, and before that, what exactly doesn't what doesn't a product manager do? So these are the four things. So that the budding product managers in this session can. So the product manager doesn't write the code, so it is up to the engineering team or the development team who write the code. And apart from that, they don't create any mockups, designs. It is done by the UI UX team. They are not involved in business development, and they are not involved in marketing, communications, and these planning PR. So these are not the roles of the product management. So what basically a product manager do that I have explained here. So first of all, it defines the market and the customer. When I say about defining the market and the customer, every product has its own market and the customer niche. So whether if you are building a new product, so which market segment you are targeting, so that is the work which is done on the product manager. Product manager decides, if I am making a new product, what market segment I would like to target. Apart from that, launch timing, sales, marketing, collaterals, so this is the work of the product manager. This is important: competitors, products, and capabilities. When a product manager makes a new product, so they have to do a complete analysis of the various competitors available in the market. For example, like if the Zomato, let us assume that Zomato is a new product, so it will analyze all the competitors in the market segment. For example, it will analyze what the Swiggy as a product is doing, what all facilities it is giving to the users, and how it can give more. So this is what the product manager do. Apart from that, it defines the requirement, the roadmap. So there is a particular user roadmap, user journey. A product manager writes a user journey. What does a user journey means? For example, when I install Zomato app from the Play Store, and after installing the Zomato app from the Play Store, what will be my journey? For example, if I'm already the user, I will just enter my mobile number, I will get an OTP, I will just enter into the Zomato app, I will select some restaurants, I will then order the food from the restaurant, I will do the payment. So this is entire user journey. So that is the work which is done by the product manager. So these are some of the work which is done by the product manager. So more simply, in the nutshell, like I have just so this diagram you would have seen at many places on Google also. Everywhere you will see this diagram when you just write what is product manager. So you are here, like, so if you can see my screen, so if you can see the intersection of all these three circles. So the product manager deals with the technical team also, the QA team, developer team, it deals with the business team also, sales team, marketing team, it deals with the UX team also, which are involved in making designs for the product. So the product manager, if you would have seen, he's a mini CEO of the company, or the mini CEO of the entire, because he's handling the entire aspects of the product. The product manager is handling the entire aspects of the product. So I have just tried to explain the definition of product manager. So this is a product manager helps their team, that is a company, to ship the right product to the users. So this is the work of the product manager. So basically, you being the product manager, you have to help your team in shipping the product. When I say shipping the product, it means when you are developing any product, it must be compatible with the what does the user wants. So if you talk about the team that the product manager is handling, so your team is consists of designers, it consists of engineers, QA, documentation, it consists of marketing also, and assign colleagues from the team. So you also have the team members from the support team also. Customer support team also works under you. Why customer support team works under you? All the feedbacks which is received from the users. For example, my product is launched in the market. Now customers are using those products. There will be lots and lots of feedback that the customer will give. For example, this particular feature of the product is not working properly. When I click on this certain button, I am landed to this particular page that is not feasible. So all these feedbacks are given to the customer support team of the particular organization, and the customer support team then give these feedbacks to the product team. So basically, the customer support team is helping the product managers to listen the users. Now if you can see the screen, so like you can see act sold. So act sold, what is basically act is like analytics, communications, trust and safety, and act solid, sorry. And what does a solid mean? Solid means support, ops, that is operations, legal, international, and design. So a product manager must act solid. So if you are looking for a career in the product management, I just tell you, like, if you are looking, so you may be engineers also, you may be BCom graduates also, or you may be in some B schools also. So whatever the place you are in as of now, these are the certain skill set that you must have. Number one is analytics. A product manager must be very well versed with all the analytical tools. So you can just note it down also, like the viewers can note it down. So in the analytics, first of all, you must be well versed about MS Excel. You must be very good at MS Excel. VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, not just the theoretical part. You must be very well good in the practical aspects also. So I know, like, many people in the BCom also, or after the BCom also, they are not good at MS Excel because just they read the theory. They never do the practicals. So I would insist after the webinar, or just start learning MS Excel. It will help you a lot in the interviews also, and when you are working as a product manager also. Apart from that, communication means, like, first of all, it is a vocal communications also. A product manager must be very well good with the vocal communications, because I will later on in the webinar, I will tell you, like, what my work at the Times Internet involves. I will tell you here also, like, daily, like, we are having 6 to 7 hours of just meetings with sales team, meeting with marketing team, technical team, designing team, operations team. So daily we are having 6 to 7 hours of meeting. So communication is very much important for the product managers. Apart from that, like, trust, safety, designing aspects also, you must be also well versed about the design aspects. I'm not saying, like, you must be a UI UX designer, but you must know, like, basics of designing. So because if you are making a new product, so you must know, like, what are the new tools in the market for designing new products. For example, Figma is one of the important tool, like, many designers are using as of now. So product manager must act solid. So the company focus is your focus. Understand and communicate the company's overall goals and objectives. See, every organization, every company is having a lots of products. I just give the example of Times Internet. In Times Internet, you know, there are like around 18 to 20 products. Ghana.com, MX Player, ClickBuzz, Dineout. These are all the major products of Times Internet. ET Times, Times of India, Magic Bricks. So these are the products of some organization. And when you are working as a product manager of certain product, the company's focus must be your focus. So what type of product the company is trying to achieve, you also should try to achieve that product, that feature, or that particular vision. So your vision and your goal must be clear when you are working as a product manager for certain organization. So the next thing is help your team ship. When I say help your team ship, it means helping your team to ship right product to the right customers. See, the product must be right. After, when the product is right, the customers must be also the right. For example, like, you cannot ship you cannot ship a Zomato app to, for example, a very elderly people who is not tech savvy. I'm just giving an example. Like, for example, there are certain set of customers who are not tech savvy at all. They don't use smartphones. They don't use Android mobiles also. So what is the use of shipping the Zomato app to those customers? It is sheer wastage of time. So you must know what is your target audience. TG must be clear. And after the TG is clear, you must ship the right product to your target audience. So just read, like, I'm just reading, the great product managers understand the very tricky balance between getting it right and getting out the door. So this is like what I've explained you just now, just making the right product to the right customer. Believe but listen. So believe but listen is, you must be a good listener. A product manager must be a good listener. You must listen feedback from the testing team. Apart from that, you must get feedback from the active users of the product. See, the criticism is very much important in the product manager. If, like, in the product management, you must receive criticism, because if you don't receive criticism, you won't improve your product. So as many criticism you receive, as much you can develop, or you can make your product innovative. Criticism from the non-users is also important. simultaneously. Apart from that, input from the founders of your company, input from the CEOs, leaders of the company, ideas from anywhere. Even a small child can also give you the ideas कि ये प्रोडक्ट मतलब दिस प्रोडक्ट कैन बी लाइक दिस, ये प्रोडक्ट ऐसा होना चाहिए, ये प्रोडक्ट में ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए. तो just listen. You must be a good listener. You must be able to receive the criticism. See, when you make a product, no, you should make product from the user perspective. मैं अगर प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर हूं तो मैं ऐसा नहीं सोचूंगा कि यार ये प्रोडक्ट में ऐसा होना चाहिए. मैं अपने हिसाब से नहीं सोचूंगा, मैं सोचूंगा यूजर के पर्सपेक्टिव से. तो यूजर के पर्सपेक्टिव से कैसे सोचोगे? गो टू द यूजर. मैं प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर हूं, आई गो टू द यूजर, आई स्टैंड इन द ग्रुप ऑफ द यूजर्स. अगर तुम जैसे अगर यू आर वर्किंग इन सम मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटीज, नोएडा, दिल्ली, go to malls, go to the cyber hubs and all those, and just go in between the users और उनको अपना प्रोडक्ट दिखाओ and just ask them like these are certain product features. This is a MVP. You know MVP is a minimum viable product. So this is my MVP. What all features you are liking in this MVP? What all features you don't like in MVP? And what all features you want in this MVP? So try to go in between the users. Apart from that, you should be able to measure the results also. There are lot of product metrics. I just tell you one of the product metrics is like 3 important product metrics. This is DAO and MAU. DAU is the daily active users. This is one of the most important product metrics. Apart from that, you have MAU, that is a monthly active users. For every product, DAU, WAU, that is weekly active users, and MAU is very much important. So this helps you tracking how many users are using your product daily. And if there is a certain drop in the DAU, that is very critical for any product company, because they should analyze why, like on Monday my DAU was 1 million and now it is 500,000 on Tuesday. Why there is a 50% decrease in DAU? So that is very important product metrics for any product manager. Then the product analysts come into the project. Under the product managers, I just tell you the hierarchy. Product manager is there, then we have associate product managers, and under the associate product managers we have lots of business analysts and the product analysts who analyze these product metrics like conversion rates, daily active users, monthly active users, etc. A product manager must be the advocate for the user. A core use case tells a story of who should use the product and why. Articulating the core use case is the hardest part of building a new product. So you must be advocate for the user. Advocate for the user means ki if there is a user of certain product, you must be well versed what the user wants. You must advocate what the user wants. मतलब होता क्या है, like when you will work with in a company, तो होगा क्या, you are customer empathetical. Your technical team, your QA team, they may not be customer empathetical. Only the product managers are customer empathetical. टेक्निकल टीम का क्या है, वो तो मतलब उनको तो कोड लिखना है ना, एंड दे वो कोड कैसा लिखेंगे, इजी से इजी कोड क्या होगा, इजी वे में उसको कैसे बना दिया जाएगा. बट दैट इज नॉट द वर्क ऑफ प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर. प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर को यूजर से बात करनी है, और यूजर कैसा प्रोडक्ट चाहता है वो प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर टेक्निकल टीम को बताएगा. सो यू मस्ट एडवोकेट द यूजर. टेक्निकल टीम बोलेगी नहीं यार ये ऐसा प्रोडक्ट नहीं बन रहा हमसे, ये कोड काफी डिफिकल्ट है, ये हम नहीं लिख पाएंगे. बट यू विल से नो, my user wants this product only, so you should design and you should develop this product only. So that what I mean by advocate for the user. A product manager must advocate for the user. So how you can advocate for the user? So I mentioned it here, by understanding the challenges and issues of the target users. Okay, number one, that is very much clear. Second is by understanding how the product can deliver the value target users are looking for. It is also clear. And by continuously listening to the feedbacks. I'm again mentioning feedbacks is very much important for the product managers. Feedback you can receive from anywhere, social media also, from Twitter also. You can make your product live on Instagram also. You have to just receive the feedbacks from anywhere, everywhere. Okay. So this is a do's for the product manager. You must coordinate key decision based on team's member inputs. You must take input from all the team members. You must negotiate the disagreements and maintain the progress. and you must develop the consensus from the team factions. Disagree but commit. See, consensus is very much important. There will be many arguments in the product meetings. In the product meetings, you have technical team head, you have design team head, you have QA team head, finance team, sales team, marketing team. There will be many negotiations. People will be against you. People are always against product managers. Technical team will be against the product managers. But somehow you will have to develop consensus. अब ये consensus develop कैसे होगा? अब ये थोड़ी मैं बोल दूंगा नहीं यार मेरे को ऐसा ही प्रोडक्ट चाहिए या यूजर ने बोला ऐसा प्रोडक्ट चाहिए. कंसेंसस डेवलप होता है डेटा से. यू मस्ट बी, तुम्हारे पास डेटा आएगा बहुत सारा, वो डेटा मिलेगा तुम्हें प्रोडक्ट एनालिस्ट से. तुम डेटा से, योर आंसर इज योर डेटा. कि तुम डेटा से बोलोगे नहीं यार हमारा वीकली एक्टिव यूजर्स या मंथली एक्टिव यूजर्स इट इज ड्रॉपिंग, कम होता जा रहा है, और वो कम क्यों हो रहा है, तुम वो दिखाओगे डेटा के थ्रू. एंड दैट्स व्हाई वी नीड न्यू फीचर्स इन द प्रोडक्ट. मतलब तुम यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन योर व्यू पॉइंट्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेटा. Data is your key. Data is the key for the product managers. But at the end of the day, you have to develop the consensus and start working on the product. Now, don't try, like, these are the don'ts for the product managers. Don't try to build what you think is right. I've already explained this कि मुझे ऐसा प्रोडक्ट चाहिए तो मैं उसको डेवलप नहीं करूंगा, यूजर को कैसा प्रोडक्ट चाहिए वो डेवलप करूंगा. सेकंड, don't expect that the team will execute orders blindly. ओके सो आपने टीम को, टेक्निकल टीम और डेवलपर टीम को बोल दिया कि ऐसा ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बना दो, वो तुम्हारे ऐसे ऑर्डर एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करेंगे, वो इजी वे में एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे. बट यू हैव टू बी कस्टमर सेवी. थर्ड इज डोंट फॉरगेट वेयर द क्रेडिट इज ऑलवेज ड्यू. ओके सो यू हैव टू गिव द क्रेडिट टू द ऑल द टीम्स, डेवलपर, क्यूए, डिजाइन. ओके, your job is never done. As a product goes to the market, you should be game planning to the next iteration, plan for the improvements also, and brainstorming solutions based on the data and the feedback. Additional testing is always required. See, product जब market में भी चले जाता है ना, उसके बाद भी your work is not complete. There, it is a complete cycle. Product launch करने से पहले you have to do the market research कि मेरे target audience क्या है. फिर तुमने minimum viable product बनाया, MVP बनाया, उसको customers को दिखाया, टारगेट ऑडियंस को, ठीक है. उसके बाद व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज वंस द प्रोडक्ट इज फाइनली मेड, then also you have to receive the feedbacks. There is continuous iterations. See, when Netflix as a product, when it was launched like 4 years back or 5 years back, when Netflix, like, people started using Netflix after the Jio era, they started using very vigorously. So after that also, and now you see Netflix product, there are many new features in the product. There is use of artificial intelligence, there is use of machine learning. So every now and then there are new product features with new innovations. Innovations is very much important in the product. Now I'll explain you, the product is never finished, and that I've already explained. No product will ever quit for the right process for everyone. It's an ongoing process of continued development and iteration to make it better. It is a continuous cycle and it is a continuous iterations. Now, so this is very much important for all the people who are looking, who are just seeing this webinar. So any doubts up till here, you can just mention it on the chat. Whether you can ask for the doubts.
Someone mentioned that while you were presenting, there was a problem that I mentioned, that you tried to do it full screen, but it didn't come full screen. So someone is asking your view on such product problems. Which product aspect was covered in that? Something of that sort. Looking back at this small glitch, which product aspect had a problem? So basically, I think it is about the requirement phase of a product. Maybe you can tell us more about how we can understand how do we figure out the requirements, where can we understand the upgradations or modifications in a product. You said data is one thing. Can you tell us more about how do you gather requirements?
You are specifically asking for the like the screen sharing, or in general you are asking?
I think this was just an example, screen sharing example. The overall idea is to just, you know, make you talk about things that are related to how do you figure out a problem and how do you find a solution to that problem, the product management
Okay.
cycle.
Okay. So before Tata A1MG, I just give you the problem. I just explain you like a product problem. I will just talk for the food tech industry. Okay. So let us take the example of Zomato app. Okay. Now you are living in Delhi and you want to order food simultaneously from the two restaurants. You want to order, for example, food from McDonald's also and food from Haldiram's also. You are in Delhi, okay? So is it possible as of now in the Zomato app कि simultaneously you can order two foods in one order particularly? I'm not saying कि पहले McDonald's order कर दिया, पेमेंट कर दिया और फिर एक और बार हल्दीराम से ऑर्डर किया और पेमेंट कर दिया. सो दिस इज डिफरेंट. ये तो अभी पॉसिबल है, ये तो मतलब सिंपल इशू है, ठीक है. आई एम आस्किंग साइमल्टेनियसली कैन यू ऑर्डर फ्रॉम द टू रेस्टोरेंट्स, एक ही ऑर्डर में कर सकते हो? सो वेदांग यू कैन आंसर दिस, मतलब यू कैन जस्ट, आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग द क्वेश्चंस टू यू, पीपल विल अंडरस्टैंड. You are on mute.
Sorry, I think this will be an operational problem कि अगर काफी जगह से कर दिया तो काफी चीजें खराब हो सकती हैं बैकएंड पे, लेकिन ये सुनने में इजी लगता है कि हो तो सकता ही होगा.
So this is a problem. Like I was just reading at some of the articles from Zomato, Swiggy. This is a problem that they are really trying to solve. How a customer can order food. So is this really a problem? अब ये problem है. How you will identify this is a problem? मतलब एक मैंने आपको problem statement बताई है. Can you identify? मतलब how you will prove? How you will tell to your team कि मुझे एक नया product feature लाना है कि उसमें customer in one go can order from two different restaurants at the same time in the single order. So how you will tell to your team with the help of, you are having a data, with the help of data, which data you will look?
I think one aspect to it would be if people are ordering food from different locations simultaneously, one order after another, then people are in favor of ordering food from different locations. So that is why it can be considered a problem कि लोगों को बहुत जगह से order करना है, हम allow नहीं कर रहे हैं लेकिन.
Yeah, I'll just tell you like how you can look from the data. See, for example, I'm living at CP in Delhi, okay, at particular house XYZ. Now what kind of data I will look? मेरे पास पूरा डेटा होता है, जोमेटो के पास पूरा डेटा होता है कि कौन से टाइम स्टैम्प पे, कौन से लोकेशन पे, कौन से एड्रेस पे किस कस्टमर ने फूड ऑर्डर किया है. तो आई विल टेक द डेटा ऑफ लास्ट 1 मंथ या लास्ट 6 मंथ्स का डेटा लूंगा कि एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे, फॉर एग्जांपल 2 PM और बिटवीन अ टाइम फ्रेम 2 PM टू 3 PM, एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे एक पर्टिकुलर एड्रेस पे, सेम एड्रेस पे कितने ऑर्डर्स आ रहे हैं, मतलब कितने ऑर्डर्स प्लेस्ड हो रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल XYZ एक मेरा घर का एड्रेस है. मैं 1 PM से 2 PM के बीच में आई विल सी हाउ मेनी ऑर्डर्स आई एम प्लेसिंग एंड हाउ मेनी फ्रॉम डिफरेंट रेस्टोरेंट्स आई एम प्लेसिंग. दिस डेटा आई नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. इस डेटा से मुझे ये पता चलेगा कि मुझे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट रेस्टोरेंट से डिफरेंट फूड ऑर्डर करना है. फॉर एग्जांपल मुझे कोल्ड कॉफी पीनी है तो आई विल प्रेफर some outlet in Delhi. For I want to eat ice cream, I would prefer Naturals ice cream. So this is a data that a product manager will look at. इस डेटा से प्रूव होगा कि I want this feature in the Zomato app now, कि in a single order I can order from different restaurants. So hope you are clear, like audience is also clear कि the data which the product manager will look at is in a particular time frame in the last 6 months, as how many times a single customer has ordered food from the different restaurants. So this is the help, this is what like I was telling you, like with the help of data, how you can advocate for the users कि मेरे users को ये वाला feature चाहिए. So this is a thing that you will explain to your developers, QA team, your CEO of the company. So this is the feature that you are really looking for. So this is an example of Zomato that I gave you. So now I will explain you about Tata 1mg. So we are having like around how much time we are having? It's 25 minutes more, 20 to 25. Okay. So what I have done is I have just broke down the Tata 1mg into several segments, and we will understand the product tear down now. See, product tear down is very much important for all the product managers. So all those who are bidding product managers, what you do after the webinar is make a list of several products that you use in your daily life. For example, you may be using Nykaa, Myntra, Amazon. You may be using, if you are talking about the pharma, you may be using 1mg, Netmeds, etc. Or in the food tech, you may be using the Geomart, Dunzo app. Study these applications vigorously. Vigorously means once you install from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, what is the user journey? क्या क्या कर सकते हो तुम उस प्रोडक्ट के साथ? टीयर डाउन प्रोडक्ट टीयर डाउन मतलब क्या होता है? टीयर डाउन का मतलब क्या होता है? Break the product into many small parts as much as possible, and then study each and every segment of the product. After that, what you do, you compare the products. I'm just giving you a small activity that you will do after the webinar. Just download, you would have downloaded the Zomato and Swiggy app also. Analyze both the app like rigorously and study both the apps. कि Zomato में ये feature है, वो Swiggy में नहीं है. और ये जो study करोगे ना, you study till the payment is made. कि Zomato में पेमेंट गेटवे कितने पेमेंट गेटवे अवेलेबल है, क्या वो यूपीआई से लिंक करता है, क्या अगर आपके मोबाइल में पेटीएम पहले से इंस्टॉल्ड है तो क्या Zomato ऐप पेटीएम से ऑटोमेटिकली लिंक करता है, या वापस से मोबाइल नंबर मांगेगा या वापस से ओटीपी मांगेगा. क्रेडिट कार्ड की फैसिलिटीज कितनी है, या जो ये नई चीज चली है भारत पे, या स्लाइस क्रेडिट कार्ड, जो नए एनबीएफसी वाले क्रेडिट कार्ड है वो सपोर्ट करता है नहीं करता. वेदर इट इज गिविंग यू सजेशंस कि पहले आपने यहाँ से ऑर्डर किया था तो आई एम सजेस्टिंग यू दीज सॉर्ट ऑफ डिशेस फॉर योर नेक्स्ट ऑर्डर. क्या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस मशीन लर्निंग है दोनों एप्लीकेशंस में. स्टडी ऑल द एप्लीकेशन, सेक्टर वाइज स्टडी करो. ओके, सो दिस इज माय एडवाइस टू ऑल द product managers and who want to give the product management interviews, because in the product management interview you will be asked these questions. Product tear down पूछा जाएगा वहां पर. So another question in the product management interview is कि what is your favorite product? Tell me your favorite product and what kind of functions you would like to introduce in your favorite product, and what kind of function you would like remove from your this favorite product. So this is one of the very common question in every PM interview. You will be asked this question, what is your favorite product. ठीक है कि तुम्हारा फेवरेट प्रोडक्ट. कल्ट फिट एक अच्छा ऐप प्रोडक्ट है. स्टडी दिस कल्ट फिट ऐप बिकॉज इसमें आपको सारी चीजें मिल जाएगी. हेल्थ सेक्टर मिल जाएगा, स्पोर्ट्स वाला मिल जाएगा, योगा, कल्ट डॉट फिट, मेडिटेट डॉट फिट, ईट डॉट फिट, सब कुछ है उसमें. ठीक है, सो स्टडी दीज एप्लीकेशंस. सो नाउ वी आर मूविंग टू टाटा 1mg. ठीक है, so this is the user flow you can see on the screen. Open the app. So I'm just giving the disclaimer that in this tear down we will be considering only the online lab test booking experience. Tata 1mg में काफी चीजें होती है. You can buy the medicines also. You can consult your doctors also. And third important feature is online lab test booking experience. So I am focusing only on the online lab test. Okay. So what is the user flow? You just open the app. You go to the lab test. Okay. So there are three options available to you. Book on a call. ठीक है, एंड देन चेकआउट. कॉल किया और चेकआउट कर दिया. सेकंड थिंग इज सर्च टेस्ट और पैकेज. कि फॉर एग्जांपल मुझे लिवर टेस्ट कराना है, या मुझे किडनी टेस्ट कराना है, या एनीथिंग, ब्लड टेस्ट कराना है, यूरिन टेस्ट कराना है. आफ्टर दैट एंटर द इंडिविजुअल टेस्ट. देन आई विल ऐड दोस टेस्ट इनटू द कार्ट. आई विल ओपन माय कार्ट. आई विल ऐड द पेशेंट नेम, and then I will do checkout. And third is I will just directly explore. Okay, so these are the various metrics that I have considered in this product tear down. Customer conversion rate, average order value, customer lifetime value, that is CLV, cart abandonment rate, and order cancellation ratio. So these 5 metrics are very much important in every product. Customer conversion rate क्या होता है कि यूजर आपके ऐप पे आया और सपोज 1000 यूजर आए आपके ऐप पे. ठीक है, उन्होंने कुछ कुछ एक्टिविटी करी, बट ओनली 100 यूजर्स वर दोज यूजर्स जिन्होंने फाइनली पेमेंट किया. किसी भी कंपनी का मेन मोटिव क्या होता है, मतलब कोई भी तुम धंधा कर रहे हो, एनी बिजनेस यू डू, ओके, व्हाट इज द मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव? यू हैव टू कन्वर्ट योर कस्टमर्स. कोई भी तुम्हारे कस्टमर, मतलब कोई भी ऑडियंस आ रही है, उनको तुम्हें कस्टमर्स बनाना है. ठीक है, तो पेमेंट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. जब तक पेमेंट नहीं होता वो आपका कस्टमर नहीं बनेगा. दैट इज जस्ट द यूजर ऑफ योर ऐप, नॉट द कस्टमर. ठीक है. तो कस्टमर कन्वर्जन रेट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. आफ्टर सेकंड थिंग इज एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू. एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू क्या होती है? एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू इज बेसिकली व्हेन यू ऐड आइटम्स इनटू द कार्ट, कि तुमने इतने इतने. एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू क्या होती है? सपोज आई एम अ कस्टमर, मैंने 500 रुपए की शॉपिंग करी, किसी ने लाइक ही शॉप फॉर द 1000 रुपीज, किसी ने 5,000 की करी, किसी ने 10,000 की करी. एवरेज इज in a particular day how much average order value is. Just simply take the average of all the people who have bought from your app. ठीक है. कस्टमर लाइफ टाइम वैल्यू, कि एक पर्टिकुलर कस्टमर हाउ मच रेवेन्यू, हाउ सी द कस्टमर लाइफ टाइम वैल्यू इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. यू नो Pareto's law, 80% and 20%. So 80% of your business comes from your 20% of your customers. ठीक है. That is very much important. You must be customer savvy. See, when you get the repeat customers, there is no marketing cost involved, there is no advertising cost involved. They are only the customers and they are coming to you repeatedly. So there is no cost involved in acquiring that customers. There is a lot of cost involved in acquiring new customers. तुम new customers को acquire करोगे, पहले उसमें marketing cost, advertising cost लगाओगे, फिर वो तुम्हारे platform पे आएगा, फिर वो checkout करेगा. But जो पहले से कस्टमर बना हुआ है वो डायरेक्टली आपके प्लेटफॉर्म पे आएगा. ठीक है. दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. कार्ट अबेंडोनमेंट रेट, ये बहुत जगह देखा जाता है. जोमेटो पे आप फूड ऑर्डर करते हो, ठीक है. कार्ट पे यू ऐड लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ आइटम इनटू द कार्ट. फिर देखते हो यार स्विगी पे उसी रेस्टोरेंट पे कम रेट पे मिल रहा है. आप जोमेटो की कार्ट को ऐसे कैसे वहीं छोड़ देते हो. ठीक है. ना कुछ पेमेंट करते हो और उसमें आइटम्स एडिट रहते हैं. सेम गोज फॉर मिंत्रा, अमेजोन, नाइका. So this is very important thing and very important ratio. Why the customers after shopping, after adding their items into the cart, they are going away from the cart. One of the important reason for this is price. उन कस्टमर्स को किसी और प्रोडक्ट पे, किसी और एप्लीकेशन पे वही सेम प्रोडक्ट कम प्राइस पे मिल गया. सो दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर फॉर द कार्ट abandonment rate. Other factors, but they are minute factors also. They are also involved, but that is not important. And fifth one is order cancellation ratio. Order cancellation ratio का important like factor is, for example, your credit card or debit card is not accepting the payments. Okay, so these are like important thing in the order. तुमने order किया और order को cancel कर दिया. कभी कभी तुमने है ना अमेजन पे कुछ ऑर्डर किया होगा, तुम्हारे वो योर ऑर्डर्स पे भी, अमेजन पे देखना योर ऑर्डर्स का सेक्शन होता है. ठीक है. वहां पर यू सी योर ऑर्डर्स एंड आफ्टर दैट, आफ्टर लाइक half an hour or 1 hour, you cancel the order. There are many factors involved. Like there may be a psychological change in your mind कि मैंने शूज ऑर्डर करे नाइकी से, वो मैंने सोचा नहीं यार अभी क्या ही ऑर्डर करना, कभी और बाद में ऑर्डर करेंगे. So that is one of the important thing. Second thing is you go to in your like brick and mortar, like you go to the showrooms, you find like there is a 50% off on the same shoes that you are buying online, so you just cancel your order on the Amazon. ठीक है. ये सब metrics consider होते हैं. These are very much important for all the products. Now see, this is important. Like when you just look at the product tear down of Tata 1mg. अभी जो Tata 1mg में होता है ना, for example, if I am a heart patient, I will look for the heart test. अभी क्या होता है, it does not shows or mentions here that 1mg test packages which are specially designed for the heart patient. When you search for heart, you get all these tests. Lipid profile मिल जाएगा, cholesterol total, echocardiography, treadmill test, TMT, ये सारे टेस्ट मिलेंगे. ठीक है. So this is the pain point of the user. It does not shows or mention here the 1mg test packages which are specially designed for the heart patients. Specially designed test नहीं मिल रहे मुझे अभी. So what the improvement or what the innovation I have just suggested, shows suggested packages which include those tests which the user search. Through this, user will find more value for money since a la carte is expensive than a package, and that is very true. A la carte is always very expensive than a package. If you take a complete package, then it is very cost effective. Okay. So these are the metrics affected. One is the average order value and customer lifetime value. Okay. Now we go to the next thing. Pain point 2, that is searching for the test. Okay. When you search for a test, so as of now, what is there in the Tata 1mg, it does not want user on booking duplicate tests for the same patient. ठीक है. For example, अगर आपको पता, मतलब इफ यू आर हैविंग सम नॉलेज ऑफ दीज लाइक लिपिड प्रोफाइल टेस्ट एंड कोलेस्ट्रॉल, कि लिपिड प्रोफाइल, एक होता है लिपिड प्रोफाइल टेस्ट, एक होता है कोलेस्ट्रॉल एलडीएल, लोअर कोलेस्ट्रॉल होता है, एक एचडीएल होता है, एक एलडीएल होता है। ये दोनों टेस्ट में क्या है, कोलेस्ट्रॉल इज ऑलरेडी अ पार्ट ऑफ लिपिड प्रोफाइल, हिंस डुप्लीकेट टेस्ट, ठीक है। ये दोनों डुप्लीकेट टेस्ट हो गए, बट दोनों का नाम अलग अलग है। तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ये जो हार्ट टेस्ट होते हैं या कोई भी लिवर टेस्ट होता है, इनकी जनरल ऑडियंस कौन होती है? मतलब यंगस्टर्स भी करवाते हैं टेस्ट, बट जनरल ऑडियंस इज 50+, 55+, 60+। they may be well educated also, they may be like, they may be not well educated also। अब इनको ये दोनों टेस्ट के बारे में, इनके नाम अलग अलग है, बट काम एक ही है, लिपिड प्रोफाइल टेस्ट कर रहे हैं दोनों। तो अभी क्या होता है, टाटा 1mg में इट डज नॉट वांट यूजर ऑन बुकिंग डुप्लीकेट टेस्ट फॉर द सेम पेशेंट, ठीक है। सो दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट। नाउ व्हाट आई हैव सजेस्टेड, it must shows a warning that duplicate tests are occurring for the number of tests, it clear any confusion which will be realized post checkout। अब होता क्या है, अभी के सिनेरियो में क्या होता है, कस्टमर ने ये दोनों टेस्ट देख लिए, ठीक है, इनका पेमेंट भी कर दिया, फिर बाद में उनको पता लगता है यार ये दोनों टेस्ट तो सेम ही थे, क्योंकि जब टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट आती है फिर उनको पता लगता है यार ये दोनों टेस्ट तो सेम ही थे, फालतू में मैंने 400-500 रुपए लग गए मेरे। अभी ये चीज हो रही है। सो दिस इज अ पेन पॉइंट फॉर यूजर। यूजर को जब ये पता लगता है लाइक फालतू में पैसे लग गए, सो इट इज अ पेन पॉइंट फॉर द यूजर। सो हाउ वी कैन improve this is, so this is like we can give the warning here, ये जो लिपिड प्रोफाइल टेस्ट है और कोलेस्ट्रॉल एलडीएल टेस्ट है, इट इज वन इन द सेम टेस्ट, यू कैन स्किप एनी वन ऑफ द टेस्ट, ठीक है। इससे क्या चीज इंप्रूव होगी तुम्हारी, मैट्रिक्स कौन से इफेक्ट होंगे, ऑर्डर कैंसिलेशन रेशियो और कार्ट अबेंडमेंट रेट, ये जो मैट्रिक्स है इफेक्ट होंगे। तुम्हारा ऑर्डर कैंसिलेशन रेशियो कम होगा, जितना ऑर्डर कैंसिलेशन रेशियो कम होता है उतना बेनिफिशियल होता है कंपनी के लिए, दैट विल बी मोर बेनिफिशियल फॉर द कंपनी, ओके। Third pain point, so I am having the 4 pain points and this is the third pain point, that is the cart confusion, ठीक है। So what is the pain point, once the tests are added into the cart, there is no way to check the description of inclusion of test or packages। So in case there is a confusion about test inclusion, one has to remove the test and then search again and then discover the test again to check the description and to add to the cart again। What does this mean is, like when I'm adding a certain test package to a cart, after adding to the cart there is no description, okay। कार्ट में डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है, जब तुमने कार्ट ले ली तो उसमें डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं आ रहा, और मुझे कुछ जानना है, जब मैं चेकआउट पे जा रहा हूँ, चेकआउट करने जा रहा हूँ, मुझे कुछ जानना है उस टेस्ट के बारे में, आई हैव टू सर्च इट बैक अगेन, उसको डिलीट करना पड़ेगा, वहां से वापस बैक जाना पड़ेगा। तो इससे क्या हो रहा है, यूजर का टाइम खराब हो रहा है, और जब यूजर का टाइम खराब होता है तो क्या होता है, कार्ट अबेंडमेंट रेट बढ़ जाती है, मतलब वो परचेज नहीं करेगा तुम्हारे से, ठीक है। ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, यूजर की जो तुम्हारी जर्नी होती है ना, मैं तुम्हें जोमेटो का एक एग्जांपल दूंगा इसके बाद, उसने कार्ट अबेंडमेंट रेट को कैसे कम किया है पिछले 5 साल में, ठीक है। तो व्हाट इज द सजेस्टेड फीचर नाउ, on tapping the individual test in that cart, take the user back to the description page of the test, this will make user more confident during the booking। आप देख रहे हो यहाँ पर डिस्क्रिप्शन आ रहा है पूरा, और यहाँ पर कोई डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं है लेफ्ट साइड में, एंड राइट साइड में यू गेट एंटायर डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द टेस्ट, ओके। सो दिस इज द थर्ड पेन पॉइंट दैट वी हैव सॉल्व्ड, दैट इज द कार्ट कंफ्यूजन। इससे कौन कौन से मैट्रिक्स अफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, जो तुम्हारा कार्ड अबेंडमेंट रेट है वो डिक्रीज हो रहा है, ऑर्डर कैंसिलेशन रेशियो डिक्रीज हो रहा है, और कस्टमर कन्वर्जन रेट इंक्रीज हो रहा है, बिकॉज कस्टमर इज हैप्पी, वो जल्दी से चेकआउट करेगा, ठीक है। तो कस्टमर का कन्वर्जन रेट इंक्रीज हो रहा है। द लास्ट पेन पॉइंट दैट आई हैव डिस्कवर्ड इन टाटा 1mg इज एड पेशेंट ऑप्शंस, ठीक है। एज ऑफ नाउ फॉर एग्जाम्पल, please select all the patient from you want to book the 3 tests, all the selected patient should have some address, ठीक है। अब पेन, इसमें अभी क्या फीचर है, मतलब अभी क्या होता है, देयर इज नो ऑप्शन टू सेलेक्ट पर्टिकुलर टेस्ट फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक पेशेंट इन अ बुकिंग प्रोसेस। फॉर एग्जांपल, मुझे अपने फादर और मदर के लिए टेस्ट कराना है, वन इज हार्ट पेशेंट एंड वन इज डायबिटिक पेशेंट, ठीक है। तो मैं एक पर्टिकुलर पेशेंट के लिए टेस्ट नहीं, मतलब टेस्ट बुक नहीं कर सकता, मुझे सब कॉमन टेस्ट बुक करने पड़ेंगे। सो फॉर इंस्टेंस, इफ अनिल वांट्स टू गेट डायग्नोस्ड विद 3 टेस्ट ऑफ हार्ट and Seema wants to get diagnosed with only 2 tests of diabetes, there is no option to do so। Currently in single booking, all the 2 patients need to have same number and type of test book, ठीक है। What is the feature that I want to introduce here is, there must be a feature to introduce option to book different tests for different patients in a single checkout। ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। जोमेटो में मैंने बोला था 2 रेस्टोरेंट्स के लिए एक सिंगल ऑर्डर, और यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, 2 पेशेंट के लिए सिंगल टेस्ट, सिंगल चेकआउट, so that a single sample collector can be assigned instead of 2 due to a multiple bookings. So are you getting this? This is similar case जो मैंने अभी तुम्हें जोमेटो का बताया था ना, that is similar case here, 1 mg के साथ भी यही है। okay, what the metrics will be affected here is customer conversion rate, cart abandonment rate and average order value. ये दोनों इंक्रीज होगी और कार्ट abandonment rate डिक्रीज होगी। ओके, so this is the one and the same thing, how we can add 2 customers in the single test। okay, so this was a product tear down of Tata 1mg। now I'll explain you like the features of like what I was telling। Zomato ने पिछले 5 साल में अपनी कार्ट abandonment rate को कैसे डिक्रीज किया। ठीक है, अगर आप जोमेटो को 5 साल पहले यूज करते हो, 2016 में, 2017 में, ठीक है, आपने अकाउंट बना रखा है बट यू फॉरगेट द पासवर्ड, तो 5 years पहले क्या होता था, इफ यू वांट टू लॉग इन द जोमेटो ऐप, यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ न्यू पासवर्ड, यू हैव टू एंटर दैट पासवर्ड अगेन, यू हैव टू रिमेम्बर दैट पासवर्ड, ये सब करना होता था। ठीक है, फिर या तो जीमेल पे जाओ, वहां पर तुम्हारा पासवर्ड का ओटीपी आएगा, ये सब मतलब पासवर्ड रिमेम्बर करना पड़ता था। अगर पासवर्ड भूल गए तो वापस से नया पासवर्ड बनाना पड़ता था। अब क्या होता है एसएसओ। व्हाट इज एसएसओ? सिंगल साइन ऑन। दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म इन द प्रोडक्ट मैनेजमेंट स्पेस, सिंगल साइन ऑन। अब क्या होता है, विद इन 2 seconds आई कैन लॉग इन इनटू द जोमेटो ऐप। अभी क्या करना होता है, मैं जोमेटो ऐप इंस्टॉल करूंगा मोबाइल में, जस्ट आई विल एंटर माई मोबाइल नंबर, आई विल गेट अ ओटीपी। ओटीपी भी क्या होगा, ऑटोफिल कोड्स। यू सी ऑटोफिल कोड्स, ओटीपी भी एंटर नहीं करना पड़ता मुझे कि मैं ओटीपी एंटर करूंगा उसमें, क्योंकि 1 सेकंड खराब हो जाएगा। मुझे अपना जो कस्टमर का टाइम है ना ऐप पे, वो कम करना है। तो यू विल सी लाइक विद इन 2 seconds यू कैन कम इनटू द जोमेटो ऐप। ठीक है, अब उसके बाद क्या होता है, पहले पेमेंट के ऑप्शंस काफी कम होते थे या कम भी होते थे, तो वो काफी अनलिंक्ड होते थे। अगर आपको पेटीएम से, जोमेटो में आपने फूड यू हैव एडेड टू द कार्ट, नाउ यू हैव टू पे वाया पेटीएम। तो अर्लियर क्या होता था, वो आपको पेटीएम के उस पे ले जाएगा, पहले पेटीएम के ऐप पे ले जाएगा, वहां से पेमेंट कराता था। बट नाउ एज ऑफ नाउ व्हाट द न्यू फीचर इज, you just link your Paytm and Zomato for once, and the money get automatically deducted from your Paytm app. So like if you can order food from Zomato within like 15 to 20 seconds, if you know like from which restaurant या तुम्हें क्या मंगवाना है, so within 20 seconds you can order your food, and there is no need of remembering the password, there is no need of creating new passwords. So this is innovations in the product, and this is all the work of product manager, how the product manager works in Zomato and any other organization, just working for the customer happiness and just working for how the customers will use the product. So any doubts here, I'm welcome for the doubts.
Someone has asked in the chat window that most of the openings for product manager ask for previous experience, how to build on that without having an actual experience. So how to get into product management? How can a fresher get into product management is
Okay, so
something that
these are the
someone
questions.
is
Okay,
asking.
okay. I'll ask also, this is a question by Bharti Sharma. So hi Bharti. So okay, so this is a common question I'll answer for all the people who are just viewing this webinar. So how to build on that without having an actual experience, and most of the openings the product managers are asking the previous experience. That is absolutely correct. Are there any particular tools we can learn or certification we can do to showcase our capabilities? Okay. See, okay, so previous experience is important in the product management. There are some companies which ask for the previous experience, but there are lots of companies which don't ask for the previous experience also. So what you can do is you can do internships in the product management space. You can work as an intern there if you are a fresher, and after the intern, they take you as an associate product managers. And apart from the skill set and tools, so there are a lot of tools that are available in the market. So you can go for whimsical. See, when you learn about the, so I just tell you what sort of skills you need for the product management. Basic skills I'm telling you just to enter into the space. Number one is MS Excel. You must be well versed of all the MS Excel formulas and everything, practical aspects. Because in the interview, they will ask the practical aspects. Second thing is You must be well versed about some analytical tools like Tableau and Power BI. You can just note it down. Tableau and Power BI is very much important. The third thing is you must know how to make wireframes. I haven't explained wireframes in this webinar. Wireframe is basically a user journey. Wireframe क्या होता है, मतलब एक user journey होती है जिस जो अपन ऐप के थ्रू बनाते हैं. मतलब you just note the some websites that is whimsical. One is whimsical, second one is Figma. So these are two important tools that every industry is using as of now, Figma and whimsical. You can just log in into these are free tools. You can work in that. What you can do is you can just create some Android applications, you can create some website looks of your product, and you can just make your customer journey there. So yeah, and apart from that, there are lots and lots of blog. So I personally follow Product Hood. So you can just note it down. Product Fox is one of the website that is based in Bangalore only. Product Fox. Another one is producthood.com. And there are lots and lots of bloggers available on LinkedIn. So I personally follow Lokesh Gupta, who is a product manager. You can from IIT Delhi. You can just note it down. You can follow them on the LinkedIn. So I hope I have answered this question. So I have like 5 minutes left. Next question is SN. As a product is never finished and innovation are always happening, how to define which innovative idea to take forward amongst many and many methodology? Okay, I just read all the questions and just give the common answer to all. I'm working as a developer in IT company. I have been told that it's very difficult to change as to PM as I don't have any experience. Okay, is it good to go with the pain point solution in matrix effector or building solution through circles method? Okay, so answering to this, the working as a developer in an IT company. So what I'll suggest is do some courses on product management, maybe some free courses. You can just do a course on Udemy, a complete product management course that is available on Udemy. It is very cheap also. You can just go with that. Apart from that, you can follow all those blogs that I've told you, product hood, product folks. I'm not advocating these blogs. I'm just telling because these are really very good. Okay, you can just follow these blogs. So this is a very common question, like working as a developer, you want to switch from developer role to the PM role. Okay, so for this you have to do a lot of hard work. See, like when you are a developer, if you are from a B school, or if you have done management course, or if you have done MBA, then it is very easy to enter the PM role. But switching from developer to the PM role, I just tell you two instances. See, if you are into the developer space for only like 2 3 years or 4 years, then it is a bit easy to move to a PM role. But if you are into this developer space from the last 8 years or 10 years, it becomes difficult. It becomes a bit difficult. So what I'll advise is in the less than 5 years of your developer space, you can just switch to the PM role following these blogs and all. So answering to the Ayush question, like pain point solution and metrics effective. So this is like what the lots of product manager do. So it is good to go with the pain points. You must know the customer pain points, and after understanding the customer pain points, you must develop the product. Circle methods is also equivalently very good. You can follow this also, but I would suggest pain point solution is also very good. Any more question? You can just write it down. I can take two more questions. Siddhi Bhatia, hey, can you suggest some good courses? Okay. How can a non-tech person can get on the product management? Hey, I wish you to ask UI UX designing and product management same. UI UX designing and product management, they are not same. They are not same at all. Product manager do a lot of different work. There is a separate team for UI UX. Okay. Please explain fully in, okay. But how would you be sure that they won't order? Okay, this is from Tata 1MG. Same people ordering food on different apps. Okay, I got the question that people are asking. Okay, does college matter to go into the APM profile? I am from IIT. No, college doesn't matter. Your skill set matters. Make your skill set well. So learn lots and lots of skill. Improve your skill set. College doesn't matter even if you are from tier 2 or tier 3 schools. It doesn't matter at all. Okay. how can a non-tech person can get into product management? That is a good question. So I have seen many from the commerce background, many people who have done only just BCom also. I have seen BA people, Bachelor of Arts, moving into the product management. See, I just tell you three important things now. After the webinar, you should follow them. Make yourself analytical savvy. Be well versed about the Excel, Tableau, Power BI. Apart from that, study the product. कोई भी जो प्रोडक्ट यूज करते हो ना, आपके जो मोबाइल में प्रोडक्ट्स है ना, अगर आप उबर ऐप यूज करते हो, ओला ऐप यूज करते हो, उस ऐप को खोलो और एक एक चीज देखो उस पे, ठीक है? एनालाइज दैट ऐप एंड देन डिफरेंशिएट, मतलब उसको डिफरेंशिएट करने की कोशिश करो कि ओला अपने आप को कैसे डिफरेंशिएट कर रहा है उबर से, जोमेटो हाउ इट्स ट्राइंग टू डिफरेंशिएट इटसेल्फ फ्रॉम स्विगी, ठीक है? 1mg प्रेक्टो का नाम सुना होगा आपने, प्रेक्टो इज ऑल्सो अ कॉम्पिटिटर ऑफ टाटा 1mg। प्रेक्टो और 1mg में क्या डिफरेंस है, ठीक है? जो ये नए एडटेक प्लेटफॉर्म आ रहा है, जैसे बायजूस का है, वेदांतु का है, अपग्रेड है, how these products are differentiating them from the same product in the same industry, ठीक है? तो try to analyze these products. Apart from that, you must be able to solve these guesstimate questions. Guesstimation is also important. Okay.
I think this is the time we end this session. So